You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's time for the Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Factory. This was the oven that more people voted for over the Domino's oven, and not by many. It was like 10 votes. So that Domino's Pizza Oven, will show up next week. This one has the free Chuck E. Cheese's token inside, so that'll be cool. It's by Whammo. Pretty neat. Here's some happy kids. There's a better picture of them on the other side, but as you can see, this one actually comes with the mixes and everything I need. So I'm going to use the ones that come with this pizza maker. When I do the Domino's, I'll be able to experiment more. Let me just show you this side. You see all the different pizzas they show. Now, we can only make two, but they show you like a crisscross tic-tac-toe, pineapple and ham, almost like a hamburger pizza. Pretty fun stuff. There we go. Happy kids. You know, I like to see happy kids because I want to be happy as them when I'm using the Chuck E. Cheese's pizza oven. Everything you need to make two scrumptious pizzas is inside. So let's do that next. Let me take everything out of the box and we'll check out the oven. All right, so here is the Chuck E. Cheese's pizza oven. As you can see, it's got some neat features to it, unlike other ovens we've seen. Chucky, he doesn't actually belong there. He goes up here, but I'll put him here in a second. It just makes him too tall because I want to show you everything down here first. So there's two pans, and then you get the pan pusher. Now, like other pan pushers, there's a notch on it that's going to stop where you need to stop to get the pizza in the oven. And you lift it up and then follow through when you're ready to push the pizza all the way through. Okay. Then there's a measuring spoon. I'll show you that right here. It says Chuck E. Cheese's on it. A pizza cutter, Chuck E. Cheese pizza cutter. Now my mixes are really in bad shape, so I cannot use them. I thought I'd be able to use the mixes that came with it, but I can't. And then these cool tokens, original Chuck E. Cheese tokens from 1999. Let's take a look at them. So there you go. It's got Chuck E. Cheese on there. Where a kid can be a kid. 1999. I'm not sure if they're still using that slogan. That's pretty neat. I bet you they'd still work in a machine. And the last thing I want to show you is Chucky, because he doesn't actually go there. He goes right here, and he clips in on the top of the oven. So let me zoom into him. He's actually really good quality, like a vinyl head with a plastic body. Ooh, and his head turns. Hey, look at me. I'm making pizza with LPS Dave, Chuck E. Cheese. And then let's take a look at the front, because the best thing about this oven, well, I'll show you this. This is just a dial that makes clicking noises. But watch this one here. Aha, it lets you see right inside the oven. So we get to check out our pizzas as they're baking. So since my mixes are bad, I have to bring in another type of mix. So I am going to do this Chef Boyardee pizza maker kit. Now, of course, this will make bigger pizzas. I'm going to have to bring it down a little. That's a 12-inch pizza. We're only doing these little pizzas here, so we'll make two of those. So when I get back here, I'll have it all set up, and we'll get started with the Chef Boyardee pizza maker kit. All right, so it's time to take a look at the Chef Boyardee pizza maker cheese pizza kit. Never done it before, don't know what's in it, so I will do what it says. Pull the tab here. Okay, and I've got my Chuck E. Cheese guy. I'm going to move him around a little bit, let him hang out with me. So I get one big can of pizza maker sauce. Looks like the dough mix. This is cheese, some kind of cheese powder mix. I think that's Parmesan cheese. And then a second bag of pizza dough. So let's just make sure now. Let's read the back here, and I know what I'm doing, so I know I need to get ready here. Preheat oven. Okay, well, we got our oven on. It's ready to go. And then your stir together mix from both pouches. Okay, we're going to do one mix. Then shape it, then top it, then bake it. All right, so now I know everything that I'm contending with here in this kit. Be right back with the rest of the ingredients I need, and we'll get started. All right, here we go. So it just calls for one packet. Now that's a lot, so I'm going to divide this in half. I have a scale off to the side, which is ready to go, and then 1/3 cup of water. So I'm going to put in 4 ounces of powder into the bowl. Now, there's no kneading. It doesn't say you need to knead it, so I'm gonna estimate here that's about half. Let's see. And I'll weigh it, and I'll know when this is 4 ounces that I have 4 ounces in the bowl. It's close. 4.9, so a little bit more. A little bit more. We're almost there. Ooh, 4.3, so I need to take out 0.3 of the bag and put it in here. Okay, there you go. And then 2/3 cup. It just says mix it with a fork, really, is what they say. So there's my water. It's still going to make a lot of pizzas, so till it's a lumpy, dry ball. It says completely moist and forms into a loose ball, not a dry ball. And then I have to let it stand for 5 to 20 minutes. So after this, then, there isn't much more for me to do. What I'll do is I'll get my ingredients ready for the pizza and then let this sit. Looks like it's doing pretty good. It's a moist ball. Yep. I like touching dough, so I'm just going to move it around a little bit with my hands. And yes, I always wash my hands. The bowls are clean. Everything is washed. Okay, I think we're pretty good. I feel that it's really moist. Then it says, drizzle oil over dough, coating completely, cover and let stand in warm area for 5 minutes. I would say that's a pretty loose ball. Get my oil in here. Just put a little bit on top. So now it's probably going to rise. So what I'll do is I'll just let it sit like that, and I'll come back in about 5 minutes. Alright, so as you can see now, the dough has risen slightly. Now it doesn't say to knead it or roll it out or anything. The next step, it said, was to just split it up and put it in your pan. So here's my 2 pans. I'm just going to put a little oil on the bottom of each one so that my pizzas don't stick. Alright, simple enough, huh? And then a little bit of dough. Now, these are tiny pans, so I'm just going to break off a little piece like this and make some thin crust pizzas with it. Let's see if that's enough. Just stretch it out. I think a little bit more. So I'm just kind of spreading it out with my hands and stretching it like I would a pizza. Let's see how that fits in the pan. Not bad, so I'm going to redo that one and get a bigger piece now. Here's the lump of dough, so I'm just kind of ripping off a nice piece. Alright, ooh, that's a nice amount. That'll stretch out really nice. As you can see, I've got all my ingredients in the back. Ooh, that was good. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little more dough on this one. Okay, so there you go. Hope they're thin enough. Not sure if or how they'll spread in this particular oven. All right, so a little sauce. Let me get my pizza maker sauce can open. As you can see now, I have some black olives, some fresh basil, fresh oregano. I have a little bit of yellow pepper, and then a little bit of onion and some pepperoni off to the side. So here's some sauce. And then what I'm going to do is I like to put a little bit of powder on my crusts. I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder. Okay. And a little bit of garlic powder. It's coming out. Ooh, that one got a lot of garlic. Alright, now sometimes I'll even put a little oil on the top to kind of mix that all in. And now my sauce. How are those looking so far? Pretty tasty. Smells good in here. Okay, there we go. And then, do you like your toppings under your cheese or on top of your cheese? I'm going to put them under the cheese for this pizza here. What I'll do is, I'm going to bake the one on the left first. See how it turns out. I might have to make the crust a little bit thinner. But you don't know till you try. We're really experimenting here. And my little pepperonis, I just took a little top to something and cut out mini pepperonis. See? All right, and then I have some cheese. I'll do this one here first. See? Maybe a little more cheese. There you go. So what I need to do now is get it cleaned up a little bit. I'll move the oven into place. We'll see if that fits and how this pizza bakes, and then we'll work on this one next. So let's put this one in the oven. All right, first pizza is ready to go in the oven. Now I did push it down just a little bit, but it seems to fit. So let me push that in. Right to that spot. Ooh, first pizza's in the oven. So what I'm going to do now, because we can look inside, remember? This will let us see inside. So I'm going to set up here and look inside the oven, and we'll watch it bake a little. All right, that's the best thing about this oven is I can see inside now. Look at the pizza. So I'm going to check back every 5 minutes for 15 minutes, and we'll see how it progresses. So I'll be back in another 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. The first 5 minutes are done, and as you can see now, it is starting to rise. It's looking pretty good in there, so we'll check back in another 5 minutes. All right, so another 5 minutes have transpired, or has transpired. And as you can see, it's rising pretty good. So I would say this is going to be almost a thick crust pizza. So what I decided then is on the next one, which I'll do for you probably right now, I made the crust a little bit thinner. So let me put that one together. This one has another 5 minutes of baking or so, and then we'll check right back. All right, so I thinned this crust out just a little bit. Now let me put a little oil like I did for the first one. And this time, I'm going to not put any ingredients, any dry ingredients on it. I'll do a little bit differently this time. My sauce. You know, it all depends on how you like to make your pizzas. Everybody's different. Okay, a nice amount of sauce. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of my pepper on half. And I'll do half cheese, half vegetables, a little bit of onion. Okay, so there you go. And then I will put my cheese on. And I think this one is ready. Nice fresh grated mozzarella right on top. I'm going to load that one up a little bit more. Okay, now remember, this set also came with the Parmesan cheese packet. So I'm going to open it up, at least show that to you. Sprinkle a little bit on. Let me grab a bowl here. Okay. Now another pizza should be close. I'm sensing the timer will go off soon. There we go. So it's half cheese, half pepper, and onion pizza. So I'll be right back. We'll take a look at that other pizza, the other pizza in the oven. Okay, let me turn my timer off. It just went off, but there's another 5 minutes. So as you can see, it looks really good in there. I actually see the top of the cheese maybe is slightly browning. So 5 more minutes, and I'll pull this one out and put the next pizza in. All right, finally, it's been a full 20 minutes for the pizza. I'm going to push it through now. You should see it coming out right here. And let's see if I could just grab it. Take a quick sneak peek. Ooh, it looks pretty good. Look at that. I'm going to just set it on my top here. And then I'm going to come back, put the other pizza in. I probably will not show you the complete baking of that pizza. And then I'll have both pizzas ready to taste. All right, a slight plan change. So I'm going to put this pizza in because I don't want to let this cool for 15 minutes before I get to try it. Remember, it goes right up to that edge there. So that one's now in the oven. Isn't this nice where you can take a look at it and see how it's baking? This one's not hot. It's only been sitting for 5 minutes, but I do want to see if I can get it out of here. There we go. So there is the first pizza, and it smells pretty good, actually. I'm going to have a little soda here while I eat my pizza, as I do want to cut it and taste it for you. Now, the other one, remember, I went thinner, so I bet you a thinner pizza will bake even better. See, it's brown on the bottom. Do you cut your pizza in squares, or do you cut them in little triangles? All right, so here is the first taste of a pizza made in my Chuck E. Cheese's pizza oven. Really good, for sure. And it's cooked. Cheese is melted. Like I said, it's brown on the bottom. The dough looks like it's all the way cooked. First pizza, a success. So when I come back, oh, I forgot to set my timer. We'll take a look at the thinner crust pizza. So when I come back, we'll do that. All right, it's nice to have this little option to open and look inside. Can you see the bubbling going on with my pizza? It definitely is bubbling. Let me see if I can get just a little bit tighter in there. How's that? So it's cooking pretty good. Let me take this one out now and see how the crust is. It's hard to tell, but we're going to eat it anyway. All right, pizza number 2. Here we go. Push this back a little now and get this down here. Remember, pizza number 1 is still sitting there. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Nice and crusty. Crusty brown, I like that. You can kind of see the crustiness there. Now let me see if I can get this pizza out of the pan. Gotta grab one of my little towels here because it's hot. I'd rather get it out when it's nice and hot. Let me move this one out of the way. Let's see, maybe I can squeeze it under there. There we go. There, I could have run a knife along there, but I just want to check it out. Let's see the bottom. Ooh, that one's even nice and crispy looking. Crispier than the last one. All right, let me get my drink in here. Gonna give this one a shot. Do a little reorganizing here. We're gonna cut it and take a look at it. Here we go. Or do you want to see it real close up of this one? Let's get this pizza out of the way. Looks pretty good, huh? I'm going to take a taste of this one. It's still very hot, as you can see. I don't know if you could see it, but I could see it. It's steaming. Nice crust. Here we go. Ooh. Hot. Very tasty. Both pizzas are really good. Little sip of soda. So there you go. I'm going to say a success. You know, you're using a kid's oven to make pizzas, so any kid can do it. You don't have to use a real big oven. That's what these ovens are for, so that a little kid, smaller child, older adult, or an adult like me can make pizzas. And there they are one more time. Can't wait to get to the next pizza oven. I'm going to do a different kind of pizza for that one. So we'll get to that one next week. And thanks for watching. And if you want to see more ovens like this, we'll have a playlist in a description, which you can click on, or always just search our channel for ovens. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember, it's Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
thanks for watching!